I felt like I had a specific intro I was gonna do, but now I can't remember what it is. Hi, I'm Emmett, and welcome back to my channel. So it's been a little bit since I've put out a video. Though I've slowed down recently, I do have some bigger projects in the works. Here's a hint. But now it's Christmas time already, and I've got to do something festive. The first thing that popped into my brain when I was trying to think of something that would be easy and quick and fun to do was a candy cane staff. You know, just a staff that's also a candy cane. A candy staff? But then, somewhere along the rails of my train of thought, I arrived at the station of, why just make a candy cane staff when I could stick a blade on the thing and make a candy cane axe? So how am I gonna do it? Well, first things first, I need a big old stick. Holding it up in this stairwell, I can mark where I want the bending to begin. Now I'm theoretically going to duct tape this popcorn tin to the end of this table. Hopefully. Whoop. And the pipe will lay over that. I may go ahead and duct tape that end of the pipe to that end of the table just so that it doesn't scoot around on me. And now we melt it. The tricky thing about this will be getting it to bend evenly, but hopefully that's what the popcorn tin will help me do. That is actually hitting the floor now, so I'm gonna have to rearrange how I'm doing this a little. This already feels like a weapon. So yeah, at first, I was feeling like the curve wasn't looking quite right, but I think adding this kind of S helped. It definitely looks like a shepherd's... It definitely looks like a shepherd's crook now, which I guess works for Christmas stuff, because like if you're doing a nativity type thing, then you might equip the kiddos with a curvy staff like this. Of course, I don't know what type of nativity would equip the kiddos with curvy staffs of death, which is what this thing is going to be, but it could happen. I was worried that this was going to have a bit of a wobble to it, but nope, it's actually pretty solid. Must be short enough that it doesn't have room to wiggle. So now we shall move on to the weaponization. First, I sanded it down so that any glue or paint will stick to it better. Then I made the blade by contact cementing on 3 layers of foam. EVA foam. The kind you get from a floor mat. I painted on the contact cement, let it dry, and then stuck the two together. I had to reinforce it with some hot glue, though. Then I painted the blade silver and capped the end. It's raining outside. But this is an axe. I'd also say it's a cane. But where's the candy part? Well, to achieve the candy-like nature, I'm gonna have to take it out back. And spray it with some white primer. It is already white, but there are some glue stains and these letterings that should be covered up. But first, the blade needs to be masked out. Hello, my name is Emmett, and I made a boo-boo. I painted 1/2 of it. And then when I thought the paint was dry, I grabbed it, turned it around so that I could paint the other half. But the paint wasn't as dry as I thought it was, and I took my hand off. Took a bunch of paint with it. I tried to clean it off, but I couldn't get it all. So give us clean hands, give us... And now there's a palm print on the pole of the axe. So yeah... I guess I'm gonna have to wait until it dries completely, then sand it down, and then repaint it. At least that one spot. Well, that's the life of a clumsy maker. So I could go ahead and sand it all the way down to the pipe, but I don't really want to do all that work, and I think that looks fine enough. Because if it was actually made out of candy, it probably would have some blemishes. And it's basically only in like those 2 spots, so... Okay, so I'm thinking part of my trouble was because I was painting it out in the garage, and it is very cold and wet outside currently, and that's just not a very good atmosphere for paint to dry in. As soon as I brought it inside, and especially when I used the hairdryer to speed up the process, then it seems like it's back on track with what I was expecting. So, since my hands are not sticking to it at all, I'm gonna go ahead and mask off the stripes. And now for the unveiling. Okay, yeah, there's a couple places where it bled through onto the white, and a couple places where the masking took little chunks out of the white so that you can see the pipe beneath. But right now, that doesn't bother me too much, because I do kind of like the look of it being a little roughed up. Like, it's not just a nice happy candy cane with a blade stuck on it, it is a weapon. So if there's some dinks and scratches up there, it just looks like you've been whacking people with it. You know, looking at it now, I kind of feel like I should have put a blade on the inside too, so that I can do stuff like this. But that might scare Mom just a little too much. Sorry about that, Skilly. There you go. You're a good sport. Well, I can always do some touch-ups later if I feel like it, so I think I'm gonna call this done. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas. Why do I feel like I need a... Okay. Now I can take all these shorts off. So that way I can do stuff like this. Well, that didn't work out. I'd also say it's a cane, but where's the candy part?
Merry Christmas!